What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for checking out the channel. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and hit the subscribe button and hit the notify button, where we're always dropping new Toyota Tacoma content, guys. All right, so it's been a minute since I've done a video, obviously, but yeah, so we got a hybrid Tacoma here. This one is not fully loaded, and this is going to be interesting. So let's just kind of talk about it, because it's a hybrid. So it's got the iForce Max. So you're going to get, what is it, 326 horsepower, and you're going to get 465 pound-feet of torque with this truck. But this doesn't have any options at all, so I'm curious to see what the price of this truck is going to be. So it's going to be 50,000, almost 51, so it's 58. And here's your options. You're going to get the 14-inch multimedia screen there, and you're just going to get the heated screen. Sorry guys, like I said, it's been a minute. So you're going to get the heated seats, you're going to get that 14-inch screen right there, and Predator steps on this truck, and you're also going to get the spray and bed liner. So let's just look at it. So not fully loaded, but it's a hybrid. So the big question is, should you get a hybrid or should you just get a regular Tacoma? So I like the hybrids because you get more horsepower. I definitely like that, and the torque number. Sorry, I'm stuttering and mumbling. It's been a minute, but we did a couple videos today, so hopefully you guys will check those out. So yeah, so you're gonna get, like I mentioned already, 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque versus, and let's just walk you over to this limited here. You're gonna get 278 horsepower and you're gonna get 317 pound-feet of torque compared to the 326 and the 465. So is it worth it for you? Now this is a limited. We'll take you over here. So look, this is perfect. So what we'll do is we'll look at the Sport, which has no options at all, and this is not a hybrid. So you're looking at $46,000. Okay, and here's some of your options here. So you're going to get the 14-inch screen, and you're also going to get the heated front seats, and you're going to get mud guards, and you're also going to get a spray and bed liner and black overlays. No blacked out Tacoma in the back. So this is actually a really good. So 46,000, and the other one was $50,000. So a $4,000 difference to upgrade your horsepower and your torque. Now, before, with the hybrid here, the Tacoma was, well, they still are for factory, as far as how you can actually buy it without having to, you know, tune it or anything. But apparently, the Ranger Raptor, which I do not talk a lot about on this channel because I just don't like it. I don't like the way it looks, but the horsepower numbers, it has more horsepower and it doesn't have quite as much torque. But I think that it's close to like 455. I think it's something like that. I'll look it up and put it in the description what the Raptor horsepower is. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is they have a tune that you can get for it. It's like $800, and you can get more torque. So after you do the tune for $800, it gives you more torque than this Tacoma has, which is 465. So it probably boosts it up to like 500. I know it's like 50 more pound-feet of it's like 50 more horsepower, and you know, more torque for sure that's added with that tune. So yeah, it's interesting how they did the hybrids here. So $50,000, so 58. So yeah, like I've been telling you guys all along, you definitely want to try to negotiate with these guys. I would not pay any sticker price, not even anything close to it. You definitely want to start at like $5,000 off with these trucks, because they're just sitting here. And make sure, if you do have a trade-in, I would definitely you know, get a quote from Carvana, get a quote from CarMax, and then you know, compare it to the price that they try to give you for your vehicle. But I will say is that these dealerships are flooded with, you know, Toyota vehicles, so they are definitely looking to sell something. So you probably can get you know, if you got a Toyota, you're gonna get a lot of money back. You know, they're gonna try to give you as much as they possibly can, because Toyotas hold their value, unlike some of these other vehicles. So definitely try to get as much as you can on your trade-in, and if you still owe money, try to get them to pay it off, you know, and then take off some money off your vehicle. So I know that's not what this video is about. So this is just a regular, here's another one here with no options. It's not a hybrid. Let's look at a price. So for 45.4, And this one has no options. It doesn't even have a 14-inch screen, but it is a 6-foot bed. So with me, yeah, I would definitely go, I'm gonna go with the hybrid version. One of these days when I'm able to get a truck. Wasn't able to get the Pro. Had an opportunity, so had a couple opportunities to get Pros, but just, you know, just don't have the right type of trade-in for right now what I'm trying to do. So I was really just trying to get rid of that, get out of the Tesla. But yeah, I gotta get my finances together a little bit more. And I'm not 100% sure about trading in the truck, but I probably will, because I really just don't need 2 vehicles. You know, that's just the thing about it. I just don't really, I do need 2 vehicles, but I don't. So we'll see what happens, but I'm gonna try to get some things together, and hopefully eventually I will be able to get a Pro, because I do want one. So I definitely want a Pro, or still even a Trail Hunter, but I think I'm always leaning more towards the Pro because of the sunroof, and it's just a Pro. I do like the Pro, but the Trail Hunter is a nice truck. The only thing that it doesn't have, that if you guys know me, I like sunroof. So it just, the Trail Hunter doesn't have a sunroof. So, but yeah, these trucks they're out and people are loving them. I've seen them every single day on the 4th generation pages. People are buying them, they're loving them. Of course, there has been, you know, a few problems. We're still having some transmission issues with these trucks from time to time, but it's basically like, you know, a handful of trucks that have, you know, had some issues with the transmission. So yeah, but the hybrids are showing up here. This one is, like I said, this one's here, no options or anything, bare bones. Basically doesn't even have, it's just crazy, doesn't even have a power sliding window, doesn't have any integrated turn signals, and you're not gonna get it's gonna have cloth seats. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. And one other thing here, so with these iForce Maxes, you're gonna get a button. So you're gonna basically get a locking gas cap, or a locking gas door is what I should say. So you'll have a little button on the inside of your panel switch in here to unlock that. So you just can't come up and open it like you can on the non-hybrid models. And I'll just show you one here. See how you can just walk up to this one. But I've driven both of these trucks, so I think the biggest thing is gonna be can you really tell? Like, I don't know if I could really tell. Like, I mean, I could tell. I mean, excuse me, let me go back. I could definitely tell the difference. At least I thought, but I haven't drove them back to back to really be able to tell. But when you get in it, you could definitely tell it's a lot more torqueier. And that's what I will say with that hybrid, because it does have that electric motor assisting it. So it almost does give you like instant torque, is what a lot of people have been kind of saying. So it's up to you. You might not want to deal with, you know, the battery issue, you know, down the road, or, you know, you might not feel comfortable. I'm not sure if you're gonna be taking your truck through tons of water. Most people won't, and you'd have to have a lot of water. You'd have to be going through a lot of water to probably get to that battery. And so with these ones, you are not gonna have access underneath the seats, because that's where the battery's at. Sorry, you guys are looking at just like, sorry. But no, so you're not gonna have access to lift up the seats underneath because the battery's there. But I can't really think of anything else. I think people are still, let's see if we can get, see what kind of fuel it says right here. I'm pretty sure people are still using regular unleaded for these vehicles. You could put in premium maybe if you wanted to, but I don't think it's recommended, but I don't think it would hurt. So they've got a ton of these trucks on the lot. So they've got 2 hybrids. So they got 2 hybrid models on the lot, but just tons of bronze oxide. So bronze oxide is finally here, and they're everywhere, just like underground was originally. So that's gonna do it, guys. We'll get a little 4Runner action on here for you guys, a little off-road, but plenty of Tacomas on the lot right down here in Salem. This is the most I've seen at this dealership since the 24s have come out, and it's just a ton of them. And we've got fully loaded ones. They've got so many fully loaded Tacomas on the lot, it's just insane. It's good though, because, you know, we couldn't get a fully loaded Tacoma to save our life the last few months. So now they're all here. So you can always tell if they're fully loaded by having that camera there. Here's another fully loaded bronze oxide, and we'll just get a price for you guys just to see a fully loaded truck is going to be $53,000. Let you guys see that if you can. Yeah, it's almost 54, so $53,769 for a fully loaded. And that it's not even a hybrid. The hybrid was $50,000. This one's almost $4,000 more, but it is fully loaded. So you're even gonna get a Tacoma bed mat. Wow, as my daughter would say, wow. So yeah, bronze oxide is here, tons of them. And we even got a supersonic red. Supersonic red is here as well. So they did have solar octane here not too long ago, but they've got, look, they've got so many of the bronze oxide. There's like 3 of them over there. Literally 3 over there. There's too many of them. We got 4, yeah, there's 3, 4, 6. Yeah, they got about 10 or 12 probably bronze oxide. Maybe not 12, but they got close to 10 of them. So yeah, these are all, like I said, non-hybrid models. And I really do like the way the non-hybrid drives. I just like the way that new turbo, the turbo just drives good. So, you know, people are not complaining about it keeping up with traffic. So, because it is a 4-banger. So people aren't having any problems when I drove it. Well, when I drove it, not when I drove it, but when I drove it, yeah, it drove great. It drove good. I know if you guys have been driving vehicles with the turbo, you know, you might notice a turbo lag, but I haven't really driven any vehicles with turbos in them before. And I just like how it sounds, and trucks drive good. So we'll see how things go. There has been, you know, people been having, you know, little issues here and there with transmissions. Not like a little issue. A transmission is not a little issue. So hopefully you haven't been affected, and hopefully if you are looking to purchase a vehicle, you won't have to deal with that. And if you do, Toyota is definitely working on that to get it taken care of for you. So, but it still would suck if you had a truck and then you bought a brand new truck and then you had to wait a month or 2 months before they got a transmission for you. So that's gonna do it, guys. So should you get the hybrid or not, it's up to you. The prices are pretty close to the same. You're definitely gonna get more horsepower. If it was me, and I'll just show you guys my sweaty face real quick. If it was me, I would probably definitely get the hybrid. It just depends on if you want the more horsepower and you want more torque. I would definitely say test drive them both first. You know, you wanna test drive both before you buy and decide. So that's gonna do it, guys. Have a good day and God bless. Thanks for checking out the channel.